What are you saying, people? How's it going? Welcome back to my channel. For the avoidance of doubt, I still believe Arsenal can win the title. I still 100% believe we can win the title. But for now, we should not be talking about the title. For now, our number one focus is just win. Just beat what's in front of you. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. I know I've not done a video in a while. Life had me in a chokehold. I went away to Spain. That was cool. Then I got sick, and I've pretty much been down and out for like the past 2 weeks, but I'm back. I'm back. The international break is over. Real football, not none of this Nations League garbage where San Marino are unbeaten in 5 and Gibraltar. Good on them, good on these smaller nations, but now it's time for real football, Premier League football. So, Arsenal. Before I talk about Nottingham Forest, because this isn't going to be a long video, what's gone wrong with Arsenal? What has gone wrong with us? How have we gone from getting a draw against City, having a beaten Southampton, beaten Leicester, all of the... What's happened? I think the players just... I think Arteta's just over-tweaked things, to be honest, guys. There's so many things. I mean, I've had to sit by while I've been unwell to hear people say this about Arsenal. Title done. This, that. Oh, title done. Oh, this, that. Oh, Arteta sacked. Oh, this, that. Just, it's like, I don't want to be that guy, but in football, these things can happen. These things legit can happen. I'm looking at all of these matches that we played, Newcastle that we lost, right? Our attacking football has been diabolical. It's been dreadful. Right? And I think it's just been dreadful because I don't know what it is. I think when the team's not in a good moment, right? One thing Arteta is hesitant to do is just stick to the basics. And I think almost at times he can overcomplicate things. We can overcomplicate things for ourselves. I thought we did well initially to cope with the Odegaard injury. Then we really started to feel his impact in the team. When Saka got injured as well. When Saka wasn't playing as well, it's just like, oh, okay, whoa. And we had flashes of good performances. That first half against Liverpool, I thought the game against Inter Milan was good. I thought the last 20 minutes against Chelsea was good. But I think by and large, I think where we're at because of just Arteta's over-tinkering. And yes, people are going to point to transfer window and saying, yeah, we were left short, this, that. Like, we should have bought a striker, even though we did go for a striker. Sesko, we didn't go for Gyökeres, obviously. We should have done this. We shouldn't have let Smith Rowe go. We shouldn't have let Nelson go, yada, yada, yada. He's better than Sterling. It's like, wait, hold on a minute. Smith Rowe couldn't buy a game at Arsenal. The guy would play, even when he played well, he'd play a few minutes, then get injured. I'm credit to him for what he's doing at Fulham. I'm glad that he's fit, he's thriving, he's in an environment where he's got the patience and time, but we didn't have that patience, right? And I'm looking at Arsenal's issues. It's like, going back to what I said about sticking to the basics. Any Tom, Dick, and Harry could have told you, bro, just play Ethan. Just play Waneri. Obviously, the way Arteta wants to play, you need someone in that advanced 8 role. You need someone who's going to hold the attack together. You need someone, right? Someone who's going to offer that X factor, if that's the way you want to play. And I think the issue with Arteta is we've continued trying to play the same way, but without a link man in midfield. So everything is disjointed. Our football is terrible. We're going a lot more direct now. We're more we're spamming crosses into the box. And the mad thing is, if you want to do the whole crossing thing, you can do that. But where's your striker, bro? You're getting your striker to all of this off the ball. You know, he's an off the ball genius, Havertz, blah, blah, blah. Bro, if you're in the team to be the 9, why are you not in the box? Why are you in midfield all the time? Why are you drifting and roving around? Why are you doing that? Who's taking up that space? Who's doing that? And then even Trossard that you play in the 10, he's not a link man. Trossard's best work is done in the box. And that's why I think I think a lot of fans are being quite harsh on Trossard. He's not been great, right? He should not be playing in the 10. But I'm looking at Arteta. I'm looking at, bro, you've overdone it, bro. You've over-tweaked it. And for all these people saying defensive, we've been terrible defensively. Look at the goal we conceded against Chelsea. We're conceding from set pieces. We've not been great. And why am I saying this? I'm not saying this to beat down the team. These things happen in football. I think we're just in a moment where literally nothing is going our way. You had the red cards. you had the suspensions, even though the red cards were self-inflicted, right? You had the red cards, you had the suspensions, Marino as well getting injured. You got the injury, all of these things, right? It's a perfect cocktail of everything that could go wrong. Even the game against Newcastle, it's not like they had loads of chances. Look at the chance Isak puts away. Look at the penalty. Look at the type of penalty Inter Milan get. That's like their own one of like 2 shots they have on target the whole game. And Bournemouth, okay, we just got straight up outplayed. We played terrible, but look at what they did to Man City. It's clearly a good team. These things happen in football, so I don't want to really be part of this group that's all gloom and doom. It's all diabolical. These are fine margins, and we're just losing out in these fine margins. So what's the solution? Just win. I think we can win the title, but I think Arteta's just got to focus on just telling these guys, just go out and beat what's in front of you. Just stack wins. Go back to basics. Defend well. Don't overcomplicate things tactically, right? And the thing is, even the whole tactically overcomplicating things, it kind of makes sense. Because you think about it, who's Arteta's ideal starting left back? Calafiori, injured. Who's Arteta's ideal probably starting right back? It's probably Ben White, but he's been injured, he's been unfit, and then Yuri and Timber, who we want playing there, he's had to play left back, and then you see the dynamics of him and Martinelli. It's not the same as when Calafiori. It's not a surprise that when Calafiori was playing, Martinelli probably had some of his best form of the season, basically. Why? Because you finally had a left back who was progressing the ball and giving the left winger the ball much more closer to the box. Whereas Timber, he naturally will invert. He likes to come inside. He likes to be involved. He's not going to do this type of stuff with Martinelli, right? So I granted, I see why Arteta's kind of had to over tweak things, because like literally our first choice in terms of the way we want to play has not been available. But that's still not an excuse. With the money you spent, with the squad you have, just go back to basics, bro. Don't overcomplicate things. If Havertz is your 9, play him as the 9. Tell him, stay in the box. Stay in the box. If you want to spam crosses, and then he can win the knockdown. Trossard can be in and around the box, smacking some goals. That's all we need to do, right? Now, I'm no tactical, but I'm not trying to claim it to be any tactical. But I think what's hurt us, I think we've just seen too much of an overcomplication in how we play, how we set up. I think we just need to be really simple, you know? And then when it comes to the title, just stack wins. Just beat what's in front of you. It was great to watch Man City's documentary. When they won the treble. And there was a great scene in there where Ruben Diaz, he said, stop talking about the title. Stop talking about Arsenal. Don't worry about them. Just keep winning. Just keep winning. Win. Just beat what's in front of you. And just beat teams. Back then they were, I think, 5 behind us, and we had a game in hand. We could have gone 8 clear of them, right? And they were just like, guys, just win. Just focus on winning. And what happened? They won. They won again, and they won again. They won again. They won again. And it's a spiritual lesson in that. It's like the Bible says in Proverbs chapter 12, verses 11, it says, the one who chases fantasies makes no sense, but the one who works hard on their land will have abundant food. It's a life lesson. What's the point? Of course, you want to have a vision, but what's the point keeping your head stuck in that vision all the time, and so much so that you're not grounded enough into reality to do what you need to do in the moment? And I think that's where we're at right now. The title is 100% not impossible, but right now it's a fantasy. We're 9 points clear Liverpool. Just win. Don't worry about Liverpool. Don't worry about City. You need to worry about Nottingham Forest. You need to beat them. Then you need to just one game at a time, just win. I think we've kind of lost that. Just focusing too much. Just focus on beating who's in front of you. And for the love of God, Arteta, please just make things simple. And even on Arteta, he's got my backing. I don't think he should be sacked regardless of what happens this season. But I definitely think right now, I believe he's under the most pressure. This period that we're going into, he's going to come under the most pressure he's probably been at since we bottled 4th and since he was close to getting the sack and Smith Rowe and Saka saved his job. He's under a lot of pressure. So I'm looking to see what he does. I'm really looking to see how he responds. I'm confident that we're going to see a positive response from him and from the team. But it's a serious moment right now, right? And then going on to Nottingham Forest tomorrow, this is a must-win. It's a must-win, right? We got to take them seriously. They're unbeaten away from home against Liverpool, against Chelsea, against Brighton, right? And so, yeah, they clearly... they're clearly they're clearly a team that have done damage this season. And it's just ridiculous, man. Like the way football works. I've watched so many preview shows. I've seen so many top gooners. Nottingham Forest, I don't know. I don't know. It's a difficult game. It's a banana skin. You know what they're gonna do. Bruv, you're only saying that because we're in bad form. You're only saying that because the confidence is low. That's the only reason why anyone gives Nottingham Forest a chance. Yeah, it's the Premier League. Yeah, anyone can beat anyone. Yeah, but we're at home. Give them the respect, but we are at home. We're winning this game. I don't care. I'm not gonna sit on the fence. No. I'm coming with my chest out. We are gonna beat Nottingham Forest. We've got the quality to hurt this team. We are a much better team than them. The only reason why people are kind of quaking in their boots is because our form's not been good and our confidence hasn't been great. But we are winning this game. I don't care about Chris Wood. I don't care about Hudson-Odoi. I don't care about Anthony Elanga. I don't care about Gibbs-White. These are all good players, granted. But there's a reason they're playing for Nottingham Forest right now. It's Nottingham Forest. No disrespect to them. They've done well. Nuno's done well. But this is Arsenal Football Club at home. And if we're the team we say we are, we must go out and beat them. I'm sorry. I do not understand this whole... No. We're going to beat this team. And one thing I'm actually looking forward to is actually having a back four, an actual back four where we've got a natural right back and we've got a natural left back, which we've not really been able to. I think the last time we've been able to have this was, what, Leicester or PSG, when Timber played right back and then Calafiori played left back. Then Timber had to go off injured. Then Calafiori went right back and then Kivior came on. We've not had that. So I'm looking forward to see, okay, cool. Because it most likely looks like Ben White is injured. So it looks like, and Zinchenko is fit, supposedly, as is Calafiori. So it looks like, I wouldn't be surprised if we have a back four of Timber on the right, Saliba, right centre-back, Gabriel, left centre-back, and Zinchenko or Calafiori playing as the left back. But that's an improvement. Why? Because it's a settled back four. And I think what Arteta does with his midfield is going to be very, very important. Because Marino, who people have been giving a lot of stick, which I think is unfair, I've spoken about it before, I'll say it again. It's so difficult for a player when they don't have a pre-season. Obviously, he didn't have a pre-season because he was linked with Arsenal. So Sociedad didn't have him in their pre-season because obviously there was negotiations. Then you get injured. So you're already at a disadvantage physically and fitness-wise with no pre-season. Then you get injured. Then you come back after an international break. Then you have to play because there's a injury crisis in midfield, right? And you're playing high-intensity games like Bournemouth away. You're playing like Liverpool at home, which I thought he did okay. And it's not easy. And I felt like his cameo against Chelsea is why we bought him. I know 100% he's going to come good. I know 1,000,000% Marino's going to be a good player. I've seen enough from him. I saw enough in that 20 minutes. I know this is kind of like I'm jumping the gun, but I saw enough in that 20 minutes. I know exactly what type of player this guy is going to be. He's going to be the type of player. He's going to be a metronome. People watch. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's got people think we've just bought him to win duels and win aerial battles. He's got that, but he's a link man. I liked what I saw against Chelsea when he specifically kind of did what Verratti did, what Verratti was so good at, drawing players onto him, wait, delay, and then play the pass. And what I like is how close, you see the triangle, you see the midfield triangle that happened when he came on the pitch. Like there was Ødegaard, Marino, Partey. Ødegaard, Marino, Partey. Ødegaard, Marino, Partey. That triangle, we've missed that in midfield. Because if you actually watch the way we've been playing, it's been literally all over the place. All over the place, right? There's been, how can I describe it? There's been massive gaps in our midfield. Huge gaps. Why? There's no proper link man. You wait till Marino comes good. And watch, we're going to come back to this video and be like, oh yeah, I shouldn't have given him so much stick. And then lastly, I got sidetracked to defending Marino because some of the criticism is just ridiculous. What was I saying? Our midfield that gets picked is going to be huge because obviously Rice has got a broken toe. I don't know how long it takes to recover from that, but I can't imagine you can heal from that in 2 weeks. I don't know what's going on there. But if supposedly he's fit, right? You've got him, you've got Partey now, you've got Erdegaard who's fit, and now you've got Marino who's kind of coming back into fitness now, who's available. Who Arteta picks in this Nottingham Forest game is going to be very telling. I believe who he picks this Nottingham Forest game is going to be his preferred midfield. And this is no shade to Partey. I think Partey has been our best midfielder this season. His progressive passing from deep has been amazing. But I don't know. I think if we've twerked for Marino as much as we did, I can only imagine a scenario where it will probably be Rice who starts at the 6, Marino who starts as the left-sided 8, and Erdegaard that starts as the right-sided advanced 8. I personally think that's going to be our start midfield. I'm curious to see what Arteta does. But I bet you the midfield trio he starts with against Nottingham Forest will most likely be his preferred, right? So let's see. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens, man. I mean, like, I'm not down and out. I think we'll beat Nottingham Forest. I think we'll beat him 2-0. I think it will be a nervy game. Fans will be nervous in the stadium because our form hasn't been good. Our confidence hasn't been great. We haven't been defending well. We haven't been playing that well, right? But we are still Arsenal Football Club. This is still that's a team. Even with all of our issues and we haven't bought well, look at the team that we're going to be able to put out. I'm hearing Saka might be a doubt as well. Even if he's a doubt, I don't mind. Play Sterling. Or play Trossard there. Play Ethan there if you want. The team still... Play Jesus there. I don't care. The team still has enough collective quality to beat these teams. But I would love a Jesus goal. He's not scored a goal since Nottingham Forest away in January this year. That's mad. But I see us beating them 2-0. The reason I give us the clean sheets because I think having a settled back four is going to have a much more bigger impact on us than people realize, right? So I'm keeping the faith, guys. The title is a fantasy right now, but it's not impossible. We just need to focus on just winning, beating what's in front of us. Anyways, guys, all the best. Take care. I will see you all after the Nottingham Forest match. See ya.